Hey guys, Merrick's here, bringing you another video. Hope you're having a good night. So this is going to be a little bit different video than I've done in the past. There's actually not going to be any gameplay. The Eddie event just dropped today, and I was going to kind of go over it and try and help you figure out where you might be able to land in the event, what milestones you might be able to get, and if it might be worth it for you to spend or not. Those choices you'll probably have to make on your own, but hopefully this information will help make that a lot easier. So a couple things right out the gate. You really, to get very far, absolutely do need Acro Eddie, Latino Heat Eddie. He is worth the most points in the event. The showdown alone gives you 24,000 with him, and you need him for one full tour, the any Eddie Guerrero tour, and he's the side node requirement in the Mexican tour. So if you don't have Eddie, and we'll cover this part first, the best you can hope for playing it free is 21,625 points. So you will get to milestone 6 absolutely free. So if we go down here and look at where that is, milestone 6 is 30 shards, 6,000 ingots, 40,000 coins, 60 TP, and some dice. Now, that might not sound super great, but there are at least a few decent things in the milestones before that. There's an epic WCW strap, which is going to work on a lot of guys. 2 of them actually. So you can get some epic straps and some TP for free. You might not think it, but the epic straps are actually pretty useful, and you can help building your character a lot. So anytime there's something free, I say go get all of it. Get everything you can. If you wanted to know how far it would take you to get to milestone 7, that would be 28 pulls of the loot. And that would be 28 loot pulls to get 70 DP, 500,000 coin, 7,000 ingots, and 35 Eddie shards. If you look on the left, I've broken it down by how many pulls it would take to get to milestones for you. I did stop at milestone 11 because that's a lot of pulls. If you want to go farther, you could probably figure that out, but it's going to cost you a lot of money since 55 pulls is $100. I will say again, get all the free stuff you can. It's only going to help you, and it's going to help your faction. The shards count for the faction event. The tours have bags that have Eddie shards that'll count for the faction event. So do everything you can for your faction. So with that part being addressed, we'll talk to the people that can beat all of the tours and have Eddie Latino Heat. So for the tours, today we had the Any Attitude Era and Any Natural Disaster or Typhoon. It wasn't too hard. There should be a bunch of guys on your roster that you can beat that with. Tomorrow it's Any WCW and Callisto. And also Callisto not, and he's only needed for the second node, the side requirement. So you will lose bonus points if you don't have him, but he's not super rare, so hopefully you got him. Then the next tour is going to be Any Mexican, and you need Eddie Guerrero Latino Heat for the side node. If you don't have him, you're going to miss out on 6,000 points on the side node, and that's where you're going to stop at the 21,625 points if you could do all the rest of it. If you do have him, then the day after, or the tour after, you get Any Eddie Guerrero, and then for the side node, which is worth 6,000 points, any Hall of Fame character or any Rey Mysterio character. So assuming you have one of those, you're going to end up with, let me pull up on my screen here. Assuming you have one of those, you're going to end up with 62,700 points total, and that will put you 8 pulls away, or basically $19.99 from milestone 13. If you look at what that $19.99 would get you besides the 10 pulls, You're going to get 70 Eddy shards, going to help your faction a bunch. 20,000 ingots, 1.5 million coin, 100 TP, plus all the stuff that is in the 1999 pack, which I think there's some bonus stuff in there we can take a look at real quick. Yeah, 10 loot coins, a bag that you can get some Ray, Eddy, or Callisto shards, and then 18 of the dice for your faction. I don't believe the dice loot has dropped yet. We can look and make sure. So we don't know how many that's going to be, or at least I don't yet. Yeah, that's not in there. So that's where you can figure on getting to, assuming you have a Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio. If not, go ahead and subtract 5,000 or 6,000 points from that 62,700, which would be 56,700, and then go from there. Each loot pull coin is worth 75 points, so 10 pulls is 750 points, etc. And I've broken down the milestones. So if you had Eddy, Latino Heat, but not Eddy Hall of Fame, to max the event, assuming you could do all tours, you would need to buy 364 loot coin pulls. It's 55 for $100, so you're talking 364 divided by 55. That's going to be 6.6 pulls, so about 650, 675 bucks, somewhere in there, for you to guarantee yourself a 3-star bronze Eddy. I will leave it up to you to decide on whether that's worth it to you or not. I do feel like the $19.99 for that extra coin, the extra shards to help your faction, is probably good value. And personally, I'll be buying that one. But that gets me to that milestone 13. So that being said, moving on to the last bracket, the people that are lucky enough to have Latino Heat Eddy and Hall of Fame Eddy. I am not in that bracket. And you can do all the tours. You will have enough to get to milestone 14 for free. Let's go back to the rewards here. Milestone 14 gets you 50 Eddy shards, 30 Ray shards. Pretty nice milestone. It's going to help your faction a bunch for the faction event with the Eddy shards. It does put you 79 pulls away from the next milestone. So if you have both Eddys, I have it here. It's 79 pulls to get to milestone 15, and the last set of Eddy shards there of 150. Assuming you had that and wanted to go for maxing it, that's going to take you 204 pulls, or about $400. So that's what it's looking like. And that should hopefully make it easier for you guys to decide how far you want to go in maxing the event. Oops, I went to the faction one. My apologies. I thought something looked wrong. I'm like, where's the strap? Let me redo that. Solo. Okay. I am so sorry, guys. So it would be 79 pulls for you guys with both Eddys to get to the strap milestone and 3 million coins. So at 80 pulls, that's going to cost you about $125, 3 million coins, and the epic legendary trickster strap. You'll get to milestone 14 for free, extra 100 Eddy shards, 150 TP. For those of you that don't have it, to get to milestone 14, it's 122 pulls, so $200 and some for the strap and the 3 mil coins. And there it is, the 3-star bronze Eddy. 204 pulls for you guys with everything, 364 pulls for the people that don't have it. Like I said, personally, I have Eddy. I can get to milestone 12. I think it's totally worth $19.99 to get one more milestone for the 70 shards to help the faction, the ingots, the 1.5 million TP, or 1.5 million coin, and the 100 TP, and then the pulls. Probably won't get anything. Maybe I will, but at least I'll have the coin and TP to show for it. I think that breaks it down pretty well. Hopefully that helps you guys. If you have any questions, you can message me in game. Merrick's on Discord, Merrick's Gaming. I have a Discord server now set up for it. We're very helpful. It's factionless, meaning there's no faction drama allowed. You're not going to get hazed for asking a question and things like that. There's enough negative stuff in the community that the idea behind this Discord is to be a positive thing in the community. So if you want to have good fun game discussion, factionless, just a place to hang out and talk about wrestling and the game, feel free to join. You don't have to be a subscriber to join. I don't care if you subscribe or not. It's just me trying to contribute to the community and have a fun place to hang out where factions don't matter and there's no drama. I found I have a lot of friends from a lot of factions, and it's nice to be able to talk to them in one place. So yeah, that being said, you can look for a lot of new content, have some, I think, pretty cool things planned. I think I'm going to start doing a weekly podcast, and we're going to be very interactive with it. We're going to take polls, mostly from the Discord channel, ask you guys to contribute, help, really help define the content of what we talk about on that podcast. It's pretty exciting, and I'm looking forward to that. The first one should drop Saturday. Other than that, I want to thank everyone for the support, for tuning in, watching the videos. If you like the channel, subscribe. If you like this video, hit like, leave comments. Let me know if you like this. If you guys like this, breaking down kind of events where you can get, I'll continue to do them. I just want to make videos that are helpful to you, and you guys like watching. I'm having a lot of fun making them, so whatever kind of video it is. So let me know in the comments, in Discord, in game, whatever. Thanks again for the support, guys. Have a great night.